I'm Sona here to present about a very interesting topic that makes all of our life very beautiful, colors. Let us begin this session from a colorful panel. This is the interior view of our church, and by looking through this window we can see an array of colors. What actually the color is? Color is a part of electromagnetic spectrum that we can see commonly called as visible spectrum. Have you wondered how we can see objects with some particular colors? Object absorb some particular colors and not the others. The colors that we don't see are the colors that are absorbed, and the colors that we do see are the colors which are reflected back. And it is because of this the leaf that covers major part of the earth are green in color. That is, it reflects only the wavelength of green light. The visible spectrum ranges from violet to red, and we can remember this by the mnemonic VIBGYOR. It is in the order of increasing wavelength. Red has the longest and violet has the shortest wavelength. Just beyond our sight, there is an infrared and ultraviolet region of the electromagnetic spectrum at the both ends. Have you wondered how many colors are there in the universe? There are about 18 decillion colors. All of us know that three primary colors are red, blue and yellow, but these are the primary colors of pigment. But the primary colors in case of light are blue, red and green. And when they mix up, they gives the white color, which is the sign of purity. It was the genius of physics, Isaac Newton, who figured out the combination of the visible spectrum makes up the white light. So, white is not a color at all. It's the presence of all colors of visible light. And thus we can also conclude that black is the absence of light. And this can be illustrated by the activities with prism or a Newton's dress. Here is a prism that I made in my home, and when I passed a beam of white light through it, it split up into 7 colors of the visible spectrum. This is because of the properties of the light, that is refraction and the dispersion. And these all shows that the white light constitutes the 7 colors of the visible spectrum. So the objects that appear black are the objects that absorb every color without reflecting anyone. And the objects which appear white are the ones which reflect all the color without absorbing one. Now let us explore more about the colors in our everyday life. When the primary colors green, blue and red are overlapped in equal intensities, they give the white light. That is, the white little triangle that we can see in the middle. The secondary colors are the colors that we get from the overlapping two of the primary colors. These are yellow by combining red and green, magenta from red and blue, and finally cyan from green and blue. There are two types of mixing colors, and one is additive and the other is subjective. And it is through the additive color mixing we get a large variety of color that are present all over the universe. And by this we can also produce white light by mixing two complementary colors. And the pairs are green and magenta, yellow and blue, red and cyan. Subtractive mixing is when the refractive properties of the molecules in dyes and pigments refract wavelength of some light by absorbing them and thus reflecting some light that we can see. Our eyes perceive light with cords and rods. These are the nerve cells that are photoreceptors which absorb reflected light and turn into electrical impulse which reaches our brain. From all these we understood that the colors and the light are closely linked. Some of the things that occur in nature are due to the properties of light and they are beautified by the color. The blue color of sky, white color of clouds, red sky during sunrise and sunset are due to the scattering of light. Light scatters different color in different rate. The intensity of scattering is inversely proportional to the wavelength of color. That is, blue-violet lights are scattered more and the red colors are scattered less, and the tiny particles scatter the particles more. Our atmosphere is full of small particles like dust, mist, etc., which scatter the blue-violet light more than the red light, and hence our sky appears blue. During the sunrise and sunset, the sun is at the horizon and the light has to travel long distance to reach our eyes. The violet-blue color are scattered at the horizon and the red, which is least scattered, reaches our eye, and hence the sky is red at sunrise and sunset. Clouds are made up of large particles which scatter all the colors uniformly, making the cloud white. We always use red color for the danger signals. Do you wonder why? It is because red light reaches long distances as it is scattered least. The colors that we see in the bubble, the disk, the oil spread when sunlight passes through it is due to the properties of light such as interference and diffraction. Rainbow that we see before rain is due to the refraction, dispersion, and internal reflection that takes place inside the raindrops. In nature, color is used as a signal for attract or repel, etc. Without colors, the things would go pretty dull. Luckily, we have 1,000 colors around us. By this, we are ending our section, signing off from Chromatics.